Breaking football news across Europe. Barcelona, Real Madrid, and the Premier League are all making headlines today as Hansi Flick makes a huge goalkeeper decision for Barca's Copa del Rey clash against Guadalajara, a move that sends a strong warning to Marc-André ter Stegen about his future at the club. Gloves. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are preparing a €50 million bid to beat Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona in the race for Brazilian wonderkid Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha, one of South America's hottest young attackers. And that's not all. Barcelona are also tracking Aston Villa star Pau Torres ahead of a possible 2026 move, while West Ham step up talks for unstoppable winger Adama Traoré as Nuno looks to boost his attack in a Premier League relegation battle. Stay tuned as we break down all the biggest team news, transfer battles, and future-defining decisions shaking European football right now. Flick has chosen his goalkeeper for Barcelona's Copa del Rey tie versus Guadalajara, report. In a few hours, FC Barcelona will start the defense of their Copa del Rey trophy with a round of 32 clash against CD Guadalajara. The Catalans, who won the trophy by beating Real Madrid in the final last season, will be eager to extend their recent winning momentum, having picked up 5 victories in a row. However, there will be some rotations across the pitch, starting from goal, where Hansi Flick has already confirmed that Joan Garcia will not be starting. It leaves Wojciech Szczesny and captain Marc-André ter Stegen competing for the starting berth for the cup tie tonight. Szczesny to get the nod. And according to Marta Ramon of RAC1, Flick has chosen Szczesny to be his starter for the cup tie tonight against Guadalajara. With the Pole missing the weekend clash against Osasuna due to gastroenteritis, there was some hope for ter Stegen to make his first appearance of the season after recently returning from a lengthy spell on the sidelines. However, Szczesny has been able to train normally since Sunday, and appears all set to start tonight in the Copa del Rey encounter against the RFEF Primera Division outfit. This is a clear message to ter Stegen that he is now firmly the third-choice goalkeeper at Barcelona, with both Garcia and Szczesny ahead of him. Flick has let his fellow German know that if he decides to stay at Barca in January, he would not play much, with his selection decision for tonight's game further underlining that message. The ball is now in ter Stegen's court and he must decide whether he leaves on loan in January in search of minutes or stays on the bench at Barcelona. Real Madrid line up €50 million move for Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha. Real Madrid will reportedly look to beat Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona in the race to sign 19-year-old Brazilian prodigy Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha. According to a report by Spanish outlet Fichajes, Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha is the subject of interest from Real Madrid. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona are also keen on signing the Vasco da Gama attacker next year. However, Los Blancos will aim to beat the competition to the Brazilian prodigy's signature by submitting a bid worth €50 million to the Serie A club. How has Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha risen in prominence? Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha has established himself as one of the best young attackers in his homeland since breaking into the first-team squad at Vasco da Gama. The Rio de Janeiro native has spent his formative years thus far with Vasco da Gama, joining them as a 6-year-old in 2012. The 19-year-old progressed through the ranks at the club before making his senior bow. The Brazilian wonderkid debuted for the Brasileiro Serie A club in 2023, and he has seen his stock soar in the last 2 years. The player has been excellent in the 2025 season, scoring 20 goals and providing 1 assist in 55 outings. Meanwhile, the youngster's progress has not gone unnoticed, capturing the attention of high-profile clubs, including Arsenal, Chelsea, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. A man in demand. Arsenal must dip into the market for a young and versatile attacker in the next 2 transfer windows, as Leandro Trossard faces an uncertain future at the Emirates. Additionally, the Gunners are ready to cash in on Gabriel Jesus. As for Barcelona, Marcus Rashford's long-term future is uncertain, even though he has been excellent in his loan stint thus far. So, the Catalan club's long-term interest is understandable. Meanwhile, Chelsea's interest in Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha makes sense. The Blues have a stacked defensive unit due to their infamous hoarding policy. They constantly scour the South American market for promising prodigies, and Estevao Willian is the latest prodigy to establish a foothold at Chelsea. So, his compatriot has unsurprisingly emerged as a target for Chelsea. As for Real Madrid, the youngster has been on Los Blancos' radar for a long time. The continued interest is understandable, as Rodrigo's long-term future at the Santiago Bernabéu is uncertain. So, the Vasco da Gama wonderkid has emerged as a viable target for Real Madrid, and they are ready to pay €50 million to secure his services. A bid worth €50 million may be enough to win the race to sign the 19-year-old Brazilian attacking sensation. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal, Chelsea and Barcelona can usurp Real Madrid in the battle for his signature. Barcelona closely following €25 million rated Spanish defender playing in Premier League. Barcelona have made the signing of a new centre-back a top priority for the summer of 2026, with the club mostly looking at a left-footed player. The departure of Íñigo Martínez has left a gaping hole in the squad which the Catalans intend to fill with a new signing next year, despite Gerard Martin emerging as a solution in recent weeks. Nico Schlotterbeck of Borussia Dortmund is a player that Barca admire and are interested in, but it appears that they have another target lined up as well. Pau Torres on Barcelona's radar. Indeed, according to Moi Lorenz of ESPN, Barcelona are closely following Aston Villa and Spain defender Pau Torres as a possible target for next summer. The 28-year-old centre-back has been on the Catalans' radars for a while now, with the club exploring a deal for him before he ended up at Villa back in 2023 in a deal worth €40 million. Barcelona admire the fact that Torres is adept at carrying the ball from the back, is left-footed, and can hold his own in aerial battles as well. As such, the reigning La Liga champions are tracking the former Villarreal star's situation and could explore a move for him in 2026. Torres, though, is a very important player for Unai Emery at Aston Villa, and signing him might not be easy with his contract running until 2028. However, Torres, who has played 18 games in all competitions this season, would be willing to listen to an offer to return to Spain if Barcelona pushed through with a serious proposal. An experienced player in his prime with knowledge of La Liga, and fitting the profile that Barcelona are looking for, Torres can be a shrewd addition for the Blaugrana. Much will depend on the type of fee that Aston Villa seek for the Spanish international, considering that Barcelona's transfer operations will be dictated by their fair play situation. West Ham United are now set to enter talks over a deal for an unstoppable forward, having received the green light from his current club. Irons ramping up pursuit of new forward. Niklas Füllkrug has spent large parts of his West Ham career on the treatment table, but even when the striker has been given the opportunity, he has failed to deliver, being singled out for heavy criticism by the Athletic's Roshane Thomas earlier this season. Callum Wilson has done a decent job since coming into the side, bagging 4 Premier League goals, but the Englishman is now without a goal in his last 4 outings, most recently being unable to make an impact after being brought on as a substitute against Aston Villa. The 3-2 home defeat against the Villains leaves Nuno's side in a precarious position, now sitting 3 points behind 17th-placed Leeds United, following their 1-1 draw away at Brentford. Consequently, Nuno is looking to bring in some attacking firepower in the upcoming window, with it recently being revealed the Hammers hold a very strong interest in Fulham's Adama Traoré, and there has now been a further development. The former Barcelona man will now be given the chance to discuss a move across the capital, and the Hammers have made their interest known to the 29-year-old. Unstoppable Traoré could make impact at London Stadium. Silva may not have given the Fulham ace much game time this season, but he has waxed lyrical about him in the past, describing him as an almost unstoppable player on his day. Should the Spaniard be able to reach his previous heights, he could be able to make an impact at the London Stadium, having particularly impressed during the 2019-20 and 2024-25 Premier League campaigns. As shown, the right winger is capable of great things when he's at his best, but he has been far too inconsistent, and the fact he's in poor form should be a worry for Nuno. That said, the West Ham manager is personally keen on signing his former player, who he managed at Wolverhampton Wanderers, and the board should trust the 51-year-old, given his track record of success in the Premier League, leading Nottingham Forest to Europe last season. So that wraps up another huge round of football updates. From Szczesny leapfrogging Ter Stegen at Barcelona, to Real Madrid pushing hard for their next Brazilian superstar, and Barca planning long-term defensive reinforcements with Pau Torres, the transfer chessboard is already taking shape. Add in West Ham's move for Adama Traoré, and it's clear that January and the next summer window could bring major shakeups across Europe's biggest clubs. What do you think? Should Ter Stegen leave Barcelona in January? Will Real Madrid win the race for Rayan Vitor Simplicio Rocha? And is Adama Traoré the right signing for West Ham? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for daily football news, transfer updates, and breaking stories. See you in the next one.